watching. Well, I mean, I've been following this for a long time, but it's a specific bike race in the United States that is called gravel racing, which is wildly popular. I've told you about it, but it's very, very wildly popular here in the United States, and it's starting to pick up steam in other countries a little bit. But the United States is kind of like the people who have created this type of racing. Cycling in the United States has kind of died. It has been dying a slow death for like 10, 15 years, ever since, once the whole Lance Armstrong thing started happening and it was like all fake. I'm not saying that started anything, but just kind of that kind of timeline, it's just kind of been dying. The Tour of Colorado or whatever it's called, that's gone. The Tour of California is gone. There was one in the like another state that's gone. All these things have been just slowly dying. And so there's kind of been this void, this power void of like, well, what's going to happen? Because people don't do mountain biking, like racing. They do. I'm not saying they don't do that, but that's not like, you're not watching that on, very few people are like tuning into that on YouTube to watch this. Some would, but like compared to Europe, I mean, this stuff is just huge. Yeah. Cycling the Tour de France is the most watched sport event outside of the World Cup. Like it gets right? more views than the World Cup.
I didn't know that.
It's crazy. Yeah. Billions of people watch the Tour de France.
I didn't
Billions.
know that.
Yeah. So, but in the United States, it's not, none of this stuff is popular. Europe, they love this stuff. Cyclocross, mountain biking, road, it's like all that they do over there is like that. But here, for some reason, it's not popular. It's never been popular and it's never going to be popular. But gravel racing has kind of been this American version of cycling, which kind of, it's just so classic American, how America kind of takes a bunch of different stuff, takes the best parts of everything, puts it together and makes one new thing. Yeah. And then, other countries might do it or might not do it, but we've like innovate. That's what we do.
Yeah.
So they've taken the best of mountain biking, the best of cyclocross, the best of road racing, and they've put it all together into gravel. And they kind of go to these flyover states, Kansas, Wisconsin, places like this. Not to offend anybody, but what people would consider flyover.
People fly over.
But they fly over them, and they just have these massive races where they just go on all these back gravel roads, and like it's raining, it's muddy. Guys are like having to walk their bike for a mile maybe, but it's all self-supported. If your bike breaks, you are the one who fixes it. That's You've got like it's very, very cool, and it's getting wildly popular. Like over the past 3 years, it has really, really gained popularity.
That's cool.
So there's a YouTube channel that I wanted to recommend called Lifetime Grand Prix. And this is kind of like the premier gravel racing scene. They have 7 races during the year, and whoever gets the most points, for getting first, second, or third, or whatever. I mean, I think it goes deep. Like maybe the top 10 or 20 get points. I'm not quite sure.
How many guys are involved in the race?
I think it's like 30 professionals, and you have to be like invited to this thing to do it. But then it's gotten so big, and it didn't always used to be this way, I don't think, but you used to be able to just go to, like I could just go to this race and actually ride it too. I would be like 10 minutes behind these professionals, but I would be able to ride the exact same course that they did. And when I say professionals, some of them really did do world tours and stuff like that over in Europe and things like that, but some of them are people who have just gotten really good on their own. They've maybe ridden a lot, but they're like good at gravel, and so they're like riding with these guys who have like, and they're winning and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That's neat. I can't wait to. You sent me this link the other day.
Yeah, I did, and I was showing you season 1 because that was last year's, where there was I think only 6 races. Now they've added another race, and right after I sent that to you, they posted season 2. They just posted all of the races all at once.
Oh, cool.
And there's the women's races too, which I really enjoy watching the women's cycling. I enjoy women's sports when it comes to tennis and it comes to women's cycling.
That's funny. The women's sport that I am the most into as well as tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
I don't know why. Those are the 2 sports, but they do a great job with the YouTube series on Lifetime Grand Prix. I think it's called it's literally just called Lifetime Grand Prix. Like I think it would be season 1 and season 2. So yeah, check it out. They do a great job with it.